Hey guys, what's up? So we're just going to get right into it. It is June 10th, a Wednesday, when I'm recording this. So I'm going to be doing this reading just like I would a personal reading. So it's going to be a reading for the collective. It's been really pulling on me now for a few days. I've been very hesitant to do a collective reading, let alone do one live, but I was really very much so urged to do one because there's a lot of craziness going on in the world and it's having a big effect on us. And we're also in eclipse season, so a lot of stuff is going on right now. In regards to the channeled message, right? So if you've had a personal reading with me before, you know that I always meditate before my hour-long videos. The reason being is they can get really intense, they can get really overwhelming. And having some background info for myself through a channeled message it's just how I like to do it. I like to get my own channeled message before, which is what I do. So for the collective, we had landslides, tornadoes, Europe, which I do think a lot of natural disasters are going to be happening outside of the US. They kept showing me landslides in particular. I think there was one in Norway recently already, but they kept showing me landslides, mudslides, and I did think of California, obvious reasons. But then they also showed me the unicorn card in this deck, which is a very mystic energy. I got a very enlightenment period, a time of really stepping into your power, a time of massive change, which brings me into Taurus. So I kept hearing Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. And if you've had a personal reading with me before, you know that most of my readings are channeled. I don't really focus on zodiac signs. I don't really focus on astrology much. I am studying it. I do have a big old book on it here because I had to look it up because I kept hearing Taurus. And I was like, where is Taurus right now? Turns out it's in Uranus. And what is Uranus about? Change, originality, evolution, big shifts. If you're in the US, you know we got a lot going on right now, so I'm really not shocked. But Taurus is all about that willpower, that determination, bringing in that positive energy. It's change for the better. So I really, really love that Taurus is in Uranus right now instead of a different sign. It's very powerful there, and I like it. It feels like let's get stuff done, let's move forward, let's go into a new phase, and that's very much so what the spread is feeling like. Other than that, there is some relationship stuff. I know the collective always wants to know about love, romance, all that jazz. There is relationships coming together. There's second chances. There's people reuniting. I don't feel a lot of new. There might be new surprises. There might be entertaining new romances. I feel a lot of coming together, a lot of tribal energy, community energy. So let's get right into it. That's really all I have. And there's not much people in the chat, so we're just gonna do it. Gonna get right to it. Let's put this big old book on the floor so I got some room. And I'm going to start you guys off with Sacred Destiny Oracle. Like I said, this is exactly how I do my personal readings. So if you want a personal reading with me, is literally how they're done. Okay? So let's see what we get for the collective, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see for the collective. What messages of love, healing, and guidance do I have for the collective? Power and Miracles are two cards in this deck I keep seeing in my mind's eye. That, and there's a card with the unicorn on it. I just don't know what it's called, but they did give me unicorn in the channeled message. I ain't like a unicorn fanatic, so that's not something that's normal for my vocabulary. Let's see what's going on for the collective, Spirit. Show me what I need to see. What's the collective most need to know right now? Show me what I need to see, please, Spirit. Messages for the collective. What do we have for the collective, please, Spirit? Embracing community, change. Pretty much everything we just talked about. Embracing community and change. Embracing the change. We're going through a big shift. And there it is, the new beginnings. Like I said, Taurus is in Uranus. This is going to bring in that big old shift, that big new fresh energy that we're all very much eager to have, right? Then we have change, community, and embracing. So I'll hold up these two for you guys. A lot of big shifts going on. I actually really like this. It feels very positive. There's going to be a lot of coming together as a united front, as a community. Work environments. There's going to be a lot of changes. If you work for big industries, I do feel a lot of big shifts coming in that. New way of doing things, new ways of communicating via like the computer and phone. I just think long-term shifts, things that are going on because of COVID might stay temporary with bigger companies. Embracing, this is the need to understand that the change is necessary. This is understanding that things happen for a reason. Go with the flow, embrace the moment. This is emotions as well. Some of you struggle with receiving positivity, right? You're used to working to have it, and now it's flowing freely to you because of Taurus and Uranus, bringing in all those goodies, all them gifts. And it is, there's a little resistance to it. There's a block there in regards to receiving, right? So I'm not even going to bother reading these from the book for personal readings. Sometimes I do, but this was very channeled. We already talked about the change in the community. There's no need to be redundant, right? So, ironically enough, I don't really use the Mystical Shaman Oracle, but I did pull it out for this reading. I do really want to read these from the book, but my book is not with me. So let's see what's going on. Show me what I need to see for the collective, please, Spirit. What messages of love, healing, guidance do we have for the collective? Argumentative. Don't get into arguments right now. Don't waste your energy on it. Just don't do it, especially with all the eclipses, retrogrades that just passed, all that jazz. Please don't get into arguments with people. Use your energy wisely. Yeah, you're going to have people picking at you. If you're vibing high and you're somebody who's very positive, somebody who knows basically the law of attraction, the Witness in reverse. Yeah, these are the low vibe people that are trying to get you, trying to keep you down with them. Don't want to accept the change, accept the shift. Accept the shift. Tell me more. An arrow. I want to get the book really bad for these. I'm hearing X marks the spot with the arrow. Not recognizing that, though. Not recognizing you're exactly where you're supposed to be in order for the change to happen. Feeling that you need to do, there's stagnancy right now. And some people are not understanding that the stagnancy is because we're going into a new cycle, right? You always have the hangman in between the old and the new. There's a transition state, and that's where we're in. People are struggling to realize X marks the spot. It's time to limbo. It's time to reflect. It's time to sit in that energy and understand where we've been, where we're going, what we need to do moving forward. There's a shift. It's that simple. I'm getting the book really quick, okay? It's right here. I believe it should be. So let's see what we got going on. So let's go to the arrow. So weird. I've been thinking about doing this collective reading for days, and I was really postponing it. And then I caved. I finally caved. So the arrow, it is in reverse, but I'm holding it upright for you guys. So the arrow, this is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you're on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you have become so attached to winning the game that you have missed the true mark? What if the arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it? Now's the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom in not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, the parts that worry that there isn't enough. Make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. Yeah, needing to realize X marks the spot, needing to realize you're exactly where you need to be. It's time to move forward. It's time to accept this transition. There is a scarcity mindset that's lingering, and it's worry and fear. It's the healing to do. It's the blockage around the ego. So let's go to 64, breaking down to a 10, which is indicative of ending cycles. This is the Witness. I don't know why I can never really, this card always comes through so weird for me every time I get it, even when I use this deck for myself, because this is honestly a deck I typically only use for me. So the Witness, acknowledge your preconceptions, ideas, and feelings about the situation you are in, but resist the urge to change any of it. Do not fall back into your controlling patterns. Instead, take a few breaths and connect with the joy of not having to perform. Hold space for the world to keep spinning on its own. Accept the cycle, accept the in-between. You don't need to be doing much right now. The pittering out, the slowing down of things going on right now is for a reason. It is for a reason, and it's preparing us energetically to move forward in the new direction we're heading. I'm not really going to get into that because I just don't know much about politics, but it has a lot to do with politics. A lot to do with politics, a lot to do with the government, a lot to do with perception of how we view people, right? So check yourself. Check yourself in this in-between time, because when we shift, you're in it. Balance and gratitude in reverse. Heart chakra, third eye chakra, green and purple, the intuition. I'm also hearing throat chakra. Yeah, there is blue in it, but throat chakra. You need to communicate what you're already grateful for. If some of you are trying to manifest change in your life, you're trying to manifest a partner, a job, a new home, a relationship, a move. Some of you are trying to move cross country for sure. You need to already show gratitude for what you've accomplished, because this is a reflection period. This is a time to look at the shadow, to look at what's behind you, right? The shadow, literally, what's behind you, what's in front of you, what's casted next to you. You need to look at that. I don't mean your shadow side. You need to look at where you've been and find balance in that. Tie up loose ends, pretty much. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents, right? This is what I'm not going to lie, it feels lacking, collective. There feels a block around this, and that's why there's a block to the abundance coming in, right? Because gratitude is the fastest way to manifest. Gratitude's a very high energy. So if you're manifesting a relationship, a job, money, anything, the fastest way to get that manifestation back is by expressing gratitude, by expressing that high vibe energy. And the fact that it came out in reverse, I'm not really shocked. As a collective, we are in some pretty combative energy right now. We really are, but it's changing. We're going into the shift, but this is what's going to help us move forward. Being grateful for the experiences, good and bad, learning the lessons from them, and just understanding that they're here for a reason. And that's what's going to bring in the balance. The balance is what's coming, right? Because again, we're in the in-between. This is like the scales, the in-between time. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment, right? Understanding that you are one, I am one, we are one. We are all within each other. We are all equal. We are all connected. If I put out good vibes, it's going to have a domino effect and so forth, right? It's needing to step into that. Bottom of the deck, you have perseverance. I really like this. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This is the community. This is the community and the coming together, the change. And it's also the embracing. Sorry, guys, it takes a second to focus. The embracing, this is embracing each other fully, accepting others as they are, releasing expectations, especially in regards to relationships. When you have expectations of how they're going to play out, who you're going to be with, what they're going to look like, all that jazz, you're releasing those expectations moving forward. It's a shift in consciousness kind of vibe, to be honest. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Shift in consciousness energy. That's the intuition, third eye, purple showing up. I really like this. This is getting in touch with source. This is understanding that there's a higher power. There's something bigger than us at play here. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is also the surrender energy. The need to let go of the hopes and dreams that we had that don't serve us to our highest good. Realizing that X marks the spot, right? We're already there. Stop trying to keep pushing forward because it's not going to play out how we planned. It's shifting in a different direction. Okay. I'm actually really eager to get into this spread. Just so you guys know, this is how I do my personal readings, but they're a lot slower in personal readings. I pull a lot more oracle cards, but for a collective, we're not going to do that because I'll be pulling cards all day. So let's see what's going on for you guys. Of course. I got tiny hands and it's a thick deck of cards, so bear with me. Show me what I need to see for the collective, please, Spirit. What messages of love, healing, guys? Resilience. Yeah, we're pushing forward, guys. As a collective, this community energy is very overwhelming. There's a lot of coming together, a lot of supportive energy, a lot of collaborative energy. I really like this. Workplace, there's going to be a lot of changes in the workplace, though. About communication. There's something with communication, how you communicate with each other or how you're communicating with clients in regards to the workplace. People might be staying and doing a lot of things via the computer, via telephone because of COVID and whatnot. They might remain and allow employees to work from home. There's something about the workplace that keeps coming through. I'm going to take those, going to put these back. Yeah, see, collective readings, you always get a ton. Okay, I'm going to take these three. And I love all of them. Spider spirit, make your dreams real. Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. I'm not shocked at all. This is that in between, the realizing you don't have to push forward right now. I know things feel stagnant. They feel very slow. We're in the hangman. We're in that transition state. 62 breaking down to an 8, a lot of abundance. 56 breaking down to an 11. Master number, manifestation number, make your dreams real. This is the manifesting, expressing the gratitude to bring in what you truly want in life, right? Because again, Taurus is in Uranus right now. That's surprises. That's like gifts and miracles. I really like those two together. It's like a power couple almost. Then we have Pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. This is the kind of analysis paralysis, overthinking, the stagnancy getting to you so much that it's kind of like, what do I do next? What do I do next? Accept the in-between. That's what you do. Accept in-between. 47, breaking down to an 11 again. Some people break master numbers down. I don't like to. That would break down to a 2. And now I have hiccups. But I really like that turtle spirits here. This is, we're not going back to old ways. We're only moving forward kind of energy because turtles don't go backwards. I love that. But on top of it, it's a nice surrender energy, which is what we need. This is what we need right now. So let's get into your spread. Let's get into the collective spread. Start it off with Light Seers Tarot. We're going to do a Celtic Cross just like I do my spreads for my personal reading. Show me what I need to see for the collective, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see for the collective. What messages of love, healing, and guidance do we have for the collective, please, Spirit? Show me what I need to see for the collective. Homebody. I really think that a lot of corporations, big businesses, are going to let their employees continue to work from home. Because there's a lot of home energy, there's a lot of community energy, but there's a lot of be home, be still, be comfortable kind of vibe going on. I see that sticking around for a good minute. Show me what I need to see for the collective, please, Spirit. What messages of love, healing, guidance do we have? Want to know what 2 cards came out? The community card and the tower, which is change. Are you shocked? I'm not shocked. 3 of Cups and the tower. There's going to be change in your soul tribe, change in perspective, change in the people we hang out with, change in how we go about joining as a community, coming together, right? Because the 3 of Cups is also a very coming together celebration card for me. Okay, so let's see. What do we have for the collective? Please, Spirit, show me what I need to see for the collective. Current, crossing, recent past, immediate future, what's above, what's below, current energy, exterior energy, hopes and fears, potential outcome. Overall energy, 7 of Pentacles. There it is. Investing the energy, taking the time to build things, setting solid foundations. I really like this. Putting energy and effort into growing something new. This is planting the seeds for a long-term future. It is. We're planting the seeds now as a collective. Recent past, 8 of Wands in reverse. Miscommunication, a lot of impulsive action, a lot of fast movement, a lot of chaos. 8 of Wands is straight chaos, right? In the reverse, at least for me. Current situation, justice in reverse, more imbalance, right? Major arcana. This is what has to change because I believe we had balance even come out, right? We had balance come out as one of your overall energies. And here it is as the center of the reading, the current situation, the imbalance that's going on as a collective. Just heard insecurities. What's crossing it? The need to stop the conflict, the need to stop the mental anguish, the arguments, the fighting, right? All that jazz. The 5 of Swords is a very combative energy. In reverse, it does feel a lot of overthinking, a lot of analysis paralysis kind of energy. Immediate future, Knight of Pentacles, taking action towards building these solid foundations. I really like this. I really like this energy. This is us coming together and planting these seeds. The 7 of wow. And underneath it, you got the Lovers. So some of you are putting energy into a connection. Like I said, some of you have people coming around for a second chance, trying to restore the balance between the connection because in the past there's miscommunication. Some of you as a collective, like worldly, country-wise, you know, There's chaos, there's imbalance, and we're setting solid foundations moving forward, planting the seeds to move into a new phase. I really like this energy, though. I really like this energy because the Lovers is also about decisions. It's also about decisions. Okay, so what's known? The stalemate. We're at the crossroads, the in-between, not being able to move forward quite yet. The focus of the reading is all the confusion, all the options. Where do I go? What do I do next? How do I move forward? Which option do I want to take? What do I want to pursue? Trying to sort things out. In your current energy, the collective's current energy is a 9 of Wands in reverse, being tired, being exhausted, being overworked, not wanting to move forward just yet, but knowing that movement is called for. Energy surrounding you may not be aware of. A lot of people studying new things, a lot of people looking into new topics, a lot of people taking time to move in a direction that's more stimulating mentally. But this is also, if you're thinking of this in a love situation, this could be somebody that is spying on you. This can be somebody, I really don't think it's a love situation, guys. This feels very worldly, very political, very collective. It doesn't feel like a love spread, like a weekly reading. It's not supposed to, right? That's why I was called to do it for days now, and I finally buckled. Don't really enjoy these kind of readings, but it's necessary, right? So there's people around us looking at humanitarian, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not going to try and say it again. Humanitarianism. I can't say it. I can't say it. It's written down. It's in my book. But it's the Page of Swords. It's people studying, trying to look at new things to move forward, new ways to create energy, new ways to create money moving forward, new creations. That's literally Taurus, Uranus together, creation, change, development. Hopes and fears is the Hierophant, which I find really funny because it's the Hierophant's the high priest. It's enlightenment. It's the teacher, right? This is somebody, this is marriage. This is contracts, long-term commitments. This is also reaching a new level of consciousness. A lot of spiritual energy around. I like this. This is in hopes and fears. So collectively, we want change, which is really nice. Potential outcome, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that the change is around this instability. I think that we're going towards the 10 of Pentacles. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, guys, feel free to chat. Like, I'm not the best at multitasking, but I'll definitely chat with you. That's the point of the live, you know? But yeah, so this is a love situation, you're currently at a stalemate with your person, there's imbalance going on, they will come in with a stable offer. The potential outcome is the 10 of Pentacles though, so I'm not sure about the stability of the relationship. We're going to get into clarifiers in a second. For the collective, if we're looking at this as a universal energy, as something that's more political based, there's a lot of chaos and a lot of instability going on. And moving forward, you're going to have a lot of people doing a lot of political movements to try and bring in stability, to try and bring in balance, to try and bring in equality. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. I really do. And we're moving into a higher consciousness, right? Where there's a lot of change, a lot of new beginnings. And if things feel stagnant right now, it's because we're in the transition. We're in that transition. So let's see what's going on. Let's get some clarifiers out here for you guys. On top of the 7 of Pentacles, it's funny because the 7 of Pentacles is about planting seeds, right? Planting seeds in order to move forward, planting seeds for new stable foundations. Yeah. And there's the confusion. There's the indecision. The confusion and the indecision, what to do, what path are we heading toward? I no longer want to sit in this very low vibrational energy, this energy of I'm so upset, I'm so sad. I want to invest my energy in something and I want it to be long-term. I want it to be stable and I want it to grow. This for the collective feels very more about community. It feels a lot about community. Looking at the past of what we've been through, what we've gone through, realizing a change is necessary and sitting in a very low vibrational 5 of Cups energy isn't going to serve us to our highest good. So collectively, we're making the decision to have a change here, to figure out what we need to do moving forward, to make a final decision, right? Because the Judgment card is about decisions as well as the Lovers. The 7 of Pentacles is the collective coming together to plant the seeds for a new solid foundation moving forward. So we're going into a big shift and it's very positive. It feels like everybody's kind of on the same page that shit's hit the fan. We need to change something, right? And I actually really like it. I really like it. I really like it. Realizing that the past is not going to repeat itself. A change is necessary. Yep. Because recent past, we have the Eight of Wands clarified by the World card here. So the chaos, the impulsive action, the lack of communication, the aggressive communication coming to an end. We're done with that. The World, that cycle's over. One more card on the Eight of Wands. Wow, it's over, yeah, because where are we heading? To the Ten of Cups. To love, to stability, to a high vibe energy, to what makes us happy as a collective, right? This is stepping in. We're seriously shifting out of such a low vibe energy. I can't even explain it to you guys. We're going from this very minimized, very shut down, very pushed down energy into something that's very loving. For those of you who are thinking of this in regards to love, your person from the past is going to return, realizing a change is needed, realizing that in the past, this miscommunication, the lack of communication between you two caused a lot of instability, caused a lot of imbalance, and they're done with that because there's a lot of love here, right? There's a lot of love and they want to make the change. So let's talk about what this imbalance is in the center of the reading. Justice, the current situation, the current energies. Yeah, somebody's not letting go of this. These are those low vibe people we were talking about in the beginning. If you weren't here for the Oracle cards and the channeled message in the beginning, there are going to be people around that when they see this change, they're very stuck in the old ways. Why? Because it's familiar. It's not because they prefer it, but to a lot of people, change is scary. And it's not always something that we look forward to. It's something that we might shy away from out of fear, out of insecurity, out of the ego getting in the way, putting that little voice of doubt in our head. Some people are still going to hold on to this imbalance because they're uncomfortable with the idea of change. Yeah. They don't realize that this is going to put them in a more stable, more suited, independent place, though. I was actually thinking about doing that. I almost did that instead of this. So it's so funny you said that. I went back and forth, but I was pulled for so long to do this collective reading for the last week. I'm going to try and do one of those on Thursday for you guys where you can do the super chats for questions in regards to spreads. I am going to do it. I'm just trying to figure out what day is best for everybody because they like them at night, which is fine. I'm here for you. I'm here for you all the time. But current situation, there's this imbalance, and there's this imbalance in independence because we're still holding on to the past. Come on, camera, focus for me. Focus, 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 focus. There we go. We're still holding on to the past here. People don't want to release it, and they don't realize that where it's heading. Because also look in the background. You have the red and the orange ring around these cards, around the character's head. Come on, camera, please. There we go. And they almost remind me of the eclipse season that we're in right now, right? The dark, the light, you can't see, but there is a yellow outline around there. This is a big shift. This is a big change. Ace of Cups wanted to pop out. Hey, Mackenzie, how you doing? So let's see. Let's get one card on justice. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. We're over it. Wow, I love this. You're going from the Four of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I'm no longer going to cling to the past. I'm no longer going to cling to abandonment. I'm no longer going to cling to the idea of failure, right? Moving on from it. I really like this. It's releasing the negativity, releasing all the shadow energy that we're clinging onto to move us into that Nine of Pentacles energy. A lot of progression, a lot of progression. But let's look at the conflict that's keeping it unstable. Doing well. I'm on a live, so I'm excited. I could play with tarot all day, guys. Okay, let's look at the Five of Swords. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, this inner conflict, this negative self-talk that a lot of us have going on, this is that stagnancy. So if you have stagnancy in work, in relationships, in whatever endeavors, even hobbies, like let's say you started a business and it's kind of pittering out, that negativity, that bad self-talk is actually causing the stagnancy, stopping this from moving forward. As a collective, same thing pretty much, same thing. This doubt, the fear of the change, it's stopping this from moving forward. It's causing the stagnancy. That's what needs to be released. It will. I hear loosen up. Loosen up. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Yeah, some people might be taking things too seriously. So I'm right there with you. Guys, trust me, I'm not on any high horse. I have to tell myself about my inner dialogue all the time. So it's a process. We're all going through it, but right now is a great time to do it. I'm I can even post one of the channels. I'll mention him in a post that I go to all the time for affirmations. I send it to a lot of clients after personal readings. Yeah, guys, this stagnancy is about moving forward, about the opportunities we face, right? This negative self-talk saying, I can't accomplish it. We can't do it. I'm not able to. I'll never be rich. I'll never have that partner. I'll never be able to move forward as a collective. That's what's causing the stagnancy. That's the obstacle, right? Because it's in the position of the block, the obstacle. So let's look at this Knight of Pentacles, the movement forward. The negative self-talk that we're human, right? We're prone to it. It's just old programming that needs to be released. It's old programming. It's teaching yourself that whatever little voice you had in your head as a kid telling you you couldn't do X, Y, Z, you have full control over your thoughts, your emotions, what you say, how you say it, even to yourself, right? If you can talk to other people nice, why don't you talk to yourself nice? That's what I tell myself all the time. You're so nice to other people, but you're so hard on yourself. Why is that, right? Because especially if you want to bring in love, you can only attract somebody that loves you as much as you love you. Okay, so let's talk about the Knight of Pentacles moving forward. Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's so funny. Like the collective knows, I know I want stability. I know I want long-term commitment. I know I want change. I know I want this shift. I know I need to take action. I don't know how. Queen of Swords, Four of Wands in reverse. I don't know how to do it yet. I know I need to. I know I need to take action. I know I need to plant these seeds. I know I need to move forward. I don't know how though. This Four of Wands is the stack. It's just not time yet. It's divine timing. It really is divine timing here. Because typically if I were doing like a weekly spread, I would read the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands as knowing that this foundation isn't stable, right? And it's not stable, whether we're looking at this in a political aspect or whether we're looking at this as a relationship. We all know there's imbalance. We have Justice in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. A lot of inner conflict, a lot of bad negative self-talk, and a lot of instability, which causes those faulty foundations, that Four of Wands in reverse. Some people, this is also contracts, work contracts falling through, and you know it. It's almost like you know you don't want to partner with somebody because they're not stable. So if you are thinking about partnering up with somebody in business and you're questioning it, yeah, it's coming to an end. It's like, no, I don't want this. It's not the real stability that we're looking for. Scorpio energy. That actually really caught me off guard because it feels deceptive. It feels very deceptive, like rejecting this stability. It feels too soon. I want one more card on the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords came out reversed, but it popped up right. So I'm going to take it how it came out. And then you have the Six of Wands in reverse. So like you're telling yourself, I need to walk away from this. I need to walk away from this. It's not serving me to my highest good, but actually it's what is the victory. So it does feel deceptive. Very strange. Six of Wands and the Six of Swords coming out together. The Wands is heading toward victory. It's heading toward accomplishment. It's heading toward achievement, right? That's that Taurus and Uranus energy we were talking about moving forward. And there's a lot of us saying that I don't want this. It's not, that's not what's serving me to my highest good. It's very deceptive and you're walking away from it. Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I do that too. Something great shows up and it's like, oh my God, no, I don't, because I'm not good at receiving, because I have self-work to do, right? We all have those blocks. And that's the main reason I did the reading, because in so many of the weekly readings, a very common theme was, I'm not getting what I want yet. I'm not getting my person yet. I'm not getting my abundance yet. I'm not getting that new job yet, that promotion yet, X, Y, Z. And it's almost like, well, the block must be on their end. It must be external to me when it's actually inside of us, right? It's are you really willing to receive it? Are you really open to receiving? Or do you have such a tight hold on wanting it that you've built an expectation around it and it's not meeting what you've built in your mind, which is why it's not coming in. We all do it. I do it. I do it. I do it. I do it. I'm guilty of it too, guys. But it can be changed. It can be changed. I promise you. Journaling, scripting, look up scripting and manifesting on YouTube. If you struggle with that, it'll actually help you a lot because it's writing. It's just reprogramming your brain. That's a lot of it. It's teaching us to get out of this very low vibe thought process. So let's look at the stalemate, because the stalemate is what we're aware of, the Two of Swords energy, right? We all know that there's a stalemate right now, that there's this indecision, this crossroads of where are we going next? Where is my person? Or where are we going as a country, as a world, right? So let's look at the Two of Swords. Yeah, Page of Wands, the curiosity. Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, both in reverse. The curiosity, where are we going next? Where's the next place to take action? What's the new beginning, right? It's so funny because it's so true. So true on so many levels, whether this is for your personal life, whether it's for your country, whether it's for politics, whether it's for work. There is this energy of stagnancy, and that crossroad is because we're in the hangman, we're in the in-between. You need to do the inner healing to open up to receiving the new opportunity that's coming, the Ace of Wands. Do you want to know what the King of Wands is to me? The Master Manifester. Yeah, look at all this fire energy. This is all creativity. This is Taurus and Uranus right now. I know Taurus is an earth sign. Obviously, it's not fire. It's pentacles. It's earth, right? But that creativity, that embracing, that taking action towards new things, surprises, it's like we all feel it. We all know it's coming. It's on the way. We're waiting for it. And it's just kind of like, I don't see it. Why don't I see it? Because you created your own block to it. You have all the ability to take that blindfold off and see it and be able to make the decision. But if there's fear, if there's chaos, if there's doubt that it's the right move, it's going to stop you from having that clarity, from being able to actually see it for what it truly is. You keep hearing pittering out, pittering out, pittering out, pittering out. So if you're running a business and it's going slower, you're not getting the income that you were getting, or if you've been with somebody and the conversation is pittering out, or you've been flirting with somebody and it's slowing down and you're not getting as much attention, are you overthinking it? Right? Are you overthinking it? Think about what changed from when it was flowing till now. Did you get complacent? Did you stop putting out the energy of, this is great, this is abundant, I'm so grateful for this, right? Because gratitude is going to help you manifest. Let's talk about the Seven of Cups and the focus of the reading. All this confusion, I feel like it's more options than it is confusions, knowing that there's so many different directions for this to go and just not knowing where we're going. And there's the overthinking. There's the ego getting in the way. I'm hearing hurt and pain, actually. It's almost like you're causing yourself distress from overthinking this too much, from trying to run from something that is so good and so positive out of fear, out of doubt, out of the scarcity mindset that needs to be released. I have all these options at my fingertip, but I'm letting my ego and my pride get in the way and whisper words of fear and doubt into my head, and it's stopping me from taking action. For a lot of you, this is in regards to a person, a counterpart situation. It feels very counterpart-like because it's very heavy in the heart space. Very magnet. Just, yeah, it's like a magnet. Obviously, because that's all I'm hearing, and I just repeated it 5 times. So let's talk about, thank you. Yeah, there's your Knight of Coins from the immediate future. Yeah, for some of you, it's kind of like overthinking the offer, overthinking the opportunity that's trying to present itself to you. Really overthinking it, and it's blocking it from actually coming in. There's the block, the devil that's attached to it, attached to your person trying to come in with this offer, because you're thinking of all the ways it could play out, all the ways you're setting expectations on it, which don't do it. You're creating your own block, right? We all do it. We're all guilty of it, but this is a big collective lesson. 9 of Cups, because there's a lot of love. There's the self-deception. You're going to see, you're going to realize, I've been self-deceptive around my own happiness. I've been setting too many expectations. I've been setting up my own boundaries and planning on it playing out X, Y, Z. And I understand that that's my block. This is getting the clarity. That 7 of Swords, I felt it. I felt it with the Death card when that came out, that Scorpio energy we were talking about. That's the self-deception. The negative self-talk, nattering in your ear. Nope. Don't want it. Don't need it. Not serving me to my highest good. I'm abundant. I am beautiful. I am powerful, and I can achieve anything I set my mind to. It's that simple. It is that simple. And live in that. Feel it. Embrace it, right? I think we got embrace as one of our oracle cards too, right? Embrace it. Embracing. So let's check out this 9 of Wands. What's this giving up energy? You're like, I'm done waiting for my person. I'm done waiting for this change. And you think that's your intuition. This is the same as the death card with the Six of Swords. Telling yourself you're walking away, that it's over, that it's done, right? It's not. It's not done. Stop giving up. This is not your intuition. This is having confusion. You don't see it clearly and you're waiting for something to come in and it's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be looking at yourself right now, doing that inner healing, doing that inner work. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse and the Tower in reverse. You're resisting doing the transformation. You're resisting making the change. We all are, right? It's a collective reading, so I'm included. But the Chariot in reverse with the Tower in reverse, the stagnancy moving forward is because there's resistance to accepting this transformation. There's resistance to accepting the fact that we do have negative self-talk going on. We do have a lot of self-doubt and fear stepping in the way of us making the conscious decision to step into a new version of ourselves, a higher, better version of ourselves. Change isn't scary. We're always changing. We are always evolving, right? And it's always to bring us to a better version of who we are. So don't be scared of it. Don't fear it. If anything, embrace it, okay? Because it's actually going to benefit you long term. Again, it feels very positive what's coming. Don't block yourself from this. Some of you, this is definitely a long-term commitment. I am hearing marriage, and now we have the Lovers out right underneath the Hierophant. Page of Swords, Page of Coins, and the Lovers. Somebody is spying on you like crazy. Good night. You have a good one. Guys, somebody's spying on you like crazy. Very strong connection. They want to come in with a stable offer. They're just trying to figure out how to do it, right? As a collective, in regards to more political side of it, we're struggling to make the decision on what direction to go in. This is the beginner's mind. The Page of Swords, Page of Coins, it's very much so setting solid foundations, right? Pages are students. It's learning new things. It's moving in the right direction. It's trying to figure out, where do I want to go next? And the Lovers is all about decision. So these are energies that are surrounding us right now. So let's look at the Hierophant. Let's look at the Hierophant, please, for the collective. Why is the Hierophant here? King of Cups, what did I say? Some of you, this is definitely a marriage. Hierophant and the King of Cups. That's a lot of love, a lot of long-term commitment, a lot of stability, a very spiritual union for sure. In regards to the collective, it's just wanting to change and move into a higher vibration of love, because love is a high vibe. It's very equal to gratitude, right? Love and gratitude, two very high vibe energies. This is also just being vulnerable, expressing, needing to release control, come from a state of vulnerability, come from a state of where we're genuine with each other. Hey, Garrett, how are you? You know, coming from this positive energy versus this controlling, very dominating energy that we've been in, right? Needing to learn the lesson to transition from dominating to being compassionate, to being loving, to being nurturing to one another. You can still be masculine and be loving. You can still have a masculine energy and be nurturing, right? It's learning that balance, and that's what we're hoping for. So let's talk about the Ten of Pentacles and the potential outcome. King of Coins, look at all that stability. Yeah, we're working toward it. Like I said, the Ten of Pentacles didn't feel bad at all. It actually felt really nice. It's where we're heading though still. It's in the far future. But we're showing up as the King of Coins as a collective, which is very stable, very grounded energy, very long-term energy. I love this. We have the Page of Coins, Knight of Coins twice, and now the King of Coins. Any final message? Thank you, Spirit. There's the community. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, stable. And bottom of the deck, Magician, manifesting this brand new world, manifesting this brand new beginning together. For those of you where this is a relationship, it's just going to move very slowly into marriage and long-term commitment. They are coming in with a stable offer. There is going to be a reconciliation. In regards to the collective as a whole, this is us coming together as a community, setting solid foundations, doing long-term contracts with one another, whether that just be contracts in terms of communicating, how we treat others, how we work with others, how we express ourselves to others, right? It's just a very solid, long-term, stable foundation that we're building. It is going to be a very slow movement forward, but we're getting there. And I adore that because shit's a little crazy right now, right? So let's pull. I save for my personal readings. Like I said, this is just how I do my personal spreads, but personal reading, I tilt the camera down so you can see everything. I'm going to pull Wisdom of the Oracle, which a lot of readers on YouTube use, so you're probably familiar with it. And I might pull Romance Angels after this. And then I guess we'll just hang out for a little bit. If you guys want to ask questions and whatnot, we can do that too. Let's see what's going on here. Show me what I need to see for the collective in regards to the spread, please. Show me what I need to see for the collective. What did I say about that homey feeling, that very homey feeling? And what we get? No place like home. No place like home. I'll read these from the book. Poised and Unfinished Symphony. This is the chaos that it's more of like a restlessness that we're in right now, like understanding that there's a lot of change going on. There's a big shift coming. We're all like, I know it's coming. I know there's going to be a big, exciting change. I know we're going towards something great. Why does it feel like absolute freaking chaos right now? And that's what the Poise card is about. It's kind of like, just chill. It's okay. It's coming to an end. Unfinished symphony are things we've been dealing with for a long time, whether they be relationships, the way we view things, the way we view people, whether they be jobs, whatever that is to you. Unfinished symphony is us tying up loose ends, right? Because like I said, we're between an old cycle and a new cycle. We're shifting into it. Taurus and Uranus, creativity, moving forward, brand new beginnings, surprises, miracles, great things happening. And that's what we feel coming. It's just not here yet. Okay. So chill out. It's okay. It's coming. We'll be good. So let's read these three from the book and then we'll hang out. Actually, I'll pull Romance Angels for those of you who resonated with this in regards to a romantic connection. Okay. So let's see. Let's do 40. Oh, I guess we'll do 50 because it opened up to it. Okay. Sorry about the reflection, guys. Focus, focus, focus. Cool. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. I really feel a need to read this in regards to work. I'll read all three for you. I'm not going to keep holding the card up, though, because I need to turn the page. So lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You're in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit in a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. Like I said, there is a big sense of community. There's a big sense of coming together. There's a lot of people from your past that are probably going to pop up. We did have the Six of Cups come out on the overall energy, and I also got that in a channeled message in the beginning, that there are going to be people from the past coming back for second chances. And also the Ace of Pentacles is my second chance card, right? And that's in the potential outcome. So very nice. You also have reconciliation with the Three of Cups and the potential outcome. And you have your King of Cups with a very stable offer, right? So I like this. A lot of grounded energy, whether this is in regards to love, whether this is in regards to just collective, political, work-related things, moving in a very community energy, very stable energy. It's very nice. I love it. When you act in an authentic way, this is for work, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to the date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you express this kind of authenticity. There's a need to express gratitude like crazy, though, to be honest. You need to express gratitude. So let's go to Poised. This is a protection message, so it's only going to be one little paragraph. But like I said, this is that restlessness energy, wanting to move forward because we feel all the amazing things that are coming and not being able to right yet, right? You're not ready to move, well, you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck right now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than wish you had later, right? Don't make false promises. Don't promise something to people right now that you don't think you're going to be able to hold up. Because I keep hearing false promises with that. So if this is somebody from your past coming back and you're telling them, yeah, we can work it out, but you really have no interest, then just be very transparent, be vulnerable. Again, back to the vulnerability, the need to be vulnerable, the need to accept and listen to your higher self and be vulnerable with others about what you think and what you feel, right? Be vulnerable, hitting that home. That also comes with community though, sharing with others. So unfinished symphony. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage, that Seven of Swords we kept talking about. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. This is what we were talking about in the immediate future, exactly what we were talking about. This deceptive energy of, I'm going to move forward and end whatever this is because it's not going to be stable. But really, it's a Six of Wands energy. It's a Chariot energy. It's a victory energy. It's a moving forward energy, right? Wow. That all resonated with each other real nicey nice. Okay, so for my lovebirds, we'll do some romance angels real quick. Let's see what's going on. In regards to this connection, show me what I need to see for the collective, because we did have the Ten of Cups out in the past, so there is a lot of love with your person if this is a romantic connection. Show me what I need to see, please. You deserve love, honeymoon, soulmate, and wedding. What did I say? Some of you, this is definitely a marriage. Some of you, it's a marriage. Some of you, it's a very deep spiritual connection that is equivalent to a marriage, right? So yes, this is your soulmate and you deserve love. You are lovable. That's understanding that you need to love yourself, stop the negative self-talk. You're nice to other people. Like we said, why can't you be nice to you as an individual? Give to others what you would want for yourself, right? So if you're very loving and nurturing to other people, be that for you as an individual too. So wedding and honeymoon. The situation involves marriage. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This is the reconciliation. This is the coming together. This is tying up those loose ends, healing wounds. Healing wounds is also what I'm hearing. So guys, that's where I'm going to end it. If you guys want to chat, you want to ask questions, we can do that. If not, I'll let you go and you can do your thing. But this was I sped through it, did a really quick one, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm going to try and do a live, I think Thursday night. So you guys can ask questions and whatnot, and we'll do it through super chats and stuff like that. So if you guys want to ask questions and use PayPal or super chat later in the week, we're going to be doing that Thursday night, and I will take questions from you guys and pull cards for you as well. So no problem, guys. I love doing them. I really do. This is what I'm doing for work now, to be honest. So the support you guys give, the donations you give, booking readings is literally helping me pay my bills. So I'm beyond grateful for it, because you can read my story on my site if you really are curious, but it's been a long road. It's definitely been a journey, but I love what I do and I wouldn't change it for the world, to be honest, because you guys help me just as much as you may think I'm helping you, but you're doing it all yourself, right? We all know this. So you guys have any questions? You want to ask me anything? You want to chit chat? I'm just going to clean up the cards, but I'll be watching the chat if you do. You guys can let me know where you're from, where you're tuning in from. That'd be cool. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to let you go. If nobody's got any questions, go enjoy your night, and I will post when I'm going to do that live for questions for everybody later in the week. Like I said, hoping to do that Thursday, and I'm going to be doing air signs tomorrow for you guys, and I'm also going to try and do a he said, she said spread for the people with love interest out there, right? So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my first super long live, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye. Talk about healing. Yeah, I can talk a little bit about healing. So for healing, that's a very loaded question. I can tell you straight up, I have my own scarcity mindset issues, and I do a lot of affirmations. I do scripting. You can look it up on YouTube, and it's actually helped a lot because it's reprogramming the brain, right? So when we're trying to do healing on ourselves, outside of energy healing like Reiki and whatnot, because that's great for the spiritual body, that's great for the energetic body, effort body, whatever you like to call it, because I am a Reiki master, so I do that as well. But when you want to heal yourself, being conscious of your own shadow, being conscious of what traits you have in yourself that maybe you don't want to bring forward anymore. Like you're thinking about a fight with somebody and you understand that, wow, that person made me mad, but what did I say, right? Was that the best way I could have handled it? It's being brutally honest with yourself. That's really going to bring the healing, because from there you can recognize it, you can figure out how you want to change it, what you could have done differently, and that's when you can implement it. For reprogramming, if you're somebody that does a lot of negative self-talk, or you have a lot of doubt, or you feel, or you worry about money, you stress about a partner, you stress about stability or consistency and financial flow coming to you, right? You can do affirmations for that. There's plenty of affirmation videos. I'm going to post him, who I listen to on a daily basis. I literally listen to his videos every morning because they help, and they have been helping. And that's what I do for my own healing, is say these affirmations. I am abundant. I am powerful. I can create the life I want. I am my own creator, right? Understanding that and speaking it aloud, right? Because a lot of people, they manifest, they think it, they write it. Saying it out loud literally puts the energy out there. It reinforces it. Because you want to think it, you want to feel it, you want to see it, you want to visualize it, and you want to say it. And physically writing it is just another form of putting that energy out. And so by doing so, you're putting such a positive vibe out there, it's going to come back threefold. But when we do that negative self-talk, like, oh gosh, like I won't get paid for another week. How am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do that? That's creating the block. That fear that's radiating creates that block. And we don't want that, right? We'd rather have, I am abundant, I'm perfectly fine just where I am. When you speak that out and you surrender, is really what it is. It's a massive surrender, and it's very hard. It's a recent lesson I learned, and I'm still at the very end of learning it. It's a tough one to do. I've surrendered in many ways, but my last surrender is about monetary things, money, finances, things that are tangible. That's a hard one to get over, because we always have this thought of, I don't have enough. Well, what am I going to do if I don't get XYZ in time for this bill or that bill, right? So it's telling yourself, I'm exactly where I need to be. I don't need to worry about it, because the universe always gives me what I need when I need it most, right? It's understanding that the universe is always going to provide if you put full faith and full understanding in the energies. I actually just bought a book on this. I can't even take my camera because it's plugged in. I'll pull it up on my phone for us. I just bought a book about the 7 universal laws. It's a small little book off of Amazon. It's like $8. But it's amazing because it's going to show you how you can reprogram your brain. It's going to show you how the different laws of abundance, law of karma, law of gratitude, law of XYZ, right? How those things come to you. It's all an exchange of energy. Everything is energy. Love is energy. Money is energy. This chair is energy. If I want another chair, I'm going to say, I already have that chair. It's the same thing. You need to put it out there and accept it. So that's a very long-winded answer for you, but it's literally just manifesting and surrendering and trying to have faith. And that's a very hard lesson to learn in my experience, but it is possible and we can all do it. But it is part of that self-healing and progression, because all you're doing is reprogramming your mind. Because think about what society tells us, right? Go to school, you get married, you get a 9 to 5, you have kids, this box they want us to fit into. But realistically, do you want to fit in that box? Do you think that's the box that you're meant to fit in? And if it's not, what do you want your life to be like? And what action, what thoughts can you take to try and manifest that, right? I would definitely look into scripting. I would. Scripting, manifesting on YouTube. Look up those videos. You'll find a lot of really good YouTubers that have full on videos about that, going into depth. Did that answer your question a little bit? Okay, guys. Well, if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to let y'all go and enjoy your night and do your dang thing. But I appreciate you for tuning in, and I appreciate everybody that chatted with me. And I'm definitely going to try and do more lives for you, I promise. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.